Well, Kato, first thing she needs to know is that I'm proud of her. Second thing she needs to know is I hear her and I miss her too. Okay, so she hears you, he hears you. When you talk to him, he has those conversations with you. He seems older. I'm just going to make a good guess that he's a father figure. Unless he's a significant other. But he says that he's proud of you first off with a heart, so almost seems like a father figure. And then you hear him in the music. He talks about his celebration of life. Let's say we played specific music as a celebration of life, or let's say he loved Johnny Cash or something really specific. Talks about that as well. We have an item of clothing in honor of his memory. All at once. Passed all at once. Didn't see it coming. He goes, you could put medical. That looks about right. One thing, two thing, three things, four, he says. You wouldn't have seen it unless you were really looking. I'm surprised that it happened so suddenly. Felt like he got ripped away from me. That's where the trauma is, Kato. And Jenny says, yes, this is my father figure, so totally right. And I love how he drew this, but then he rewrote it because I crammed it into there, so fantastic. He says, I don't know if he served, but he puts it with the things you have in honor of his memory, memorabilia, or if he did serve in any way, you have things to honor his memory there. So he tells me passes medical, like a small collection of things that ends up taking us over time. He also says thank you, which is typical of people that were being taken care of toward the end, so maybe a medical decline. Oh, he goes, it wasn't sudden though, it was cancer. Yeah, so the fact that he went suddenly is what links to the trauma. We didn't expect him to go so quickly. And then he talks about it being medical and more than one thing. One thing, two thing, three things, four. And you wouldn't have seen it unless you're really looking for it. But thank you to whoever took care of me. And then there was a medical decline. We just thought we had more time of his. We would have had more time with him. She goes, I have a wedding ring and I took care of him in the end. Okay, I love this. So we have the wedding ring in which he wore at the end, and she's actually the one that took care of him. He talks about, he keeps bringing up this music fact he has here. I know it's really buried in there, but when people, it could mean two things. One, you hear music that you heard at his celebration of life, or a song that you associate with him that he's trying to say, hey, that's totally me. When you hear me in the music, it's totally me. Another thing, hold on. Oh, another thing that he wants me to tell you. Sorry, I had to go way back into that conversation. He says medical, and then he shows me and then he also points down, and then I'm not a very good drawer, but, hold on. Woo. That's not bad. We'll do a little dangly. There's a lamp, okay? Not bad, not bad. I'm freaking Blue's Clues over here. Okay, so let's say while you're taking care of him medically, we also have music on, making him feel very comforted. Okay, so he also shows me a lamp. He shows me comfortable lighting. He shows me how we're being taken care of at the end. I think you're just a natural. Caregiver, to be honest. So he talks about his environment being. And then also, I know we said one thing, two thing, three things, four, but why does that look like 1111? So pay attention to the music. Pay attention to the things you see out of the corner of your eye. Down hallways, between doorways, repeating numbers, 1111. And I know you didn't ask for it, but we have a medium length hair, older lady that had a hard time walking toward the end of her life, and said that she also passes something underlying medical like cancer, 2-syllable first name. So, hope you're ready to be overstimulated. Because this person was not shy. I love this. He talks about the wedding ring you have of his, and then he says the word more to me, so you have something else of his, or maybe some ashes in honor of his memory, or a piece of him, or an old flask of his up on your shelf, or just something so random. But he says that there's more. I'm not here to pry. Barbara? She goes, it all got heavier as I went when you say that. So, yes. He calls you out on having more. You like, don't let her out, Kato. She's going to be a skeptic. You got to keep prying. I'm like, all right, I'll get her. All right, I'll hunt her down. I'm trying here. I'm trying. Barbara. And then something medical decline. Her body literally got heavier. Is like if I looked at her and like watched a time lapse, everything got heavy. Everything gets heavy. We're tired. Yeah, so it'd be a decline, medical, probably cancer. She would be like a mother figure. I love that. Love that, love that. That's your primary. Dad's still fucking with you, though. You ever find, like, mismatched things or things in weird spots or things falling off of places out of nowhere, like animals looking, like, to the most random places for seemingly no reason? I definitely, this is going to be the primary guardian angel harassment, but then this one comes through all on her own, so this female, definitely also a primary guardian angel for you as well. Hello. Oh, yep, she passive cancer, too. Makes sense. All right, love you.